Now let's come home to the discourse of the day, appeal in civil litigation. To understand appeal, I often use an illustration of a customer, an apprentice, and the master to the apprentice. I repeat, to understand appeal best, we use an illustration of a customer, a master, and an apprentice. Now, class, a customer approaches the business of the master, but the master is not available at that moment, and the customer was attended to by his apprentice. I repeat, the customer was attended to by the apprentice to the master. Now, the customer was not happy with the way he was treated by the apprentice. The customer was not satisfied by the service rendered by the apprentice. And he invites the master to decide on the actions of the apprentice, whether the apprentice was right or wrong. For example, the goods is sold at 500 naira for all customers. But the customer in question always buys at wholesale price. And at wholesale price, it's 455 naira. Now, the apprentice refused to sell the goods for 455 naira, which warranted the customer to invite the master to review the actions of the apprentice. Class, this is the illustration we use in understanding the concept of appeal. As a definition, appeal is an invitation. Listen carefully. Appeal is an invitation to a higher court to review the decision of a lower court. I repeat, appeal is an invitation to a higher court to review the decision of a lower court. Of course, to find out whether the decision was right or wrong. That's what appeal is, class. Right? The customer inviting the master to review the actions of the apprentice to determine whether it was right or wrong. That's the basic rationale behind appeal. Now, class, this is an illustration to understand appeal, right? The lower court is not the apprentice, and the higher court is not the master to the apprentice. Let's not mix this up. However, the laws provide for hierarchy of courts and judicial precedents. Pursuant to the principle of hierarchy of courts, a higher court have the power to review the decision of a lower court. And the process of inviting a higher court to look at the decision of a lower court and establish whether it was right or wrong is appeal. That is simply what you need to know